Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in to this week's real estate update. And today we're talking rate holds. Bank of Canada has just announced that they've held the overnight policy rate at 2.75%. And this is the second time in a row Bank of Canada has held rates after 7 consecutive rate cuts at their meetings before. And although this may sound like stability in the market, the reaction has been mixed. Bank of Canada Governor Tiff Macklem pointed to ongoing trade uncertainty, persistent inflation, and a not yet collapsing economy, all as reasons for hitting pause again. That said, economists are split. Some are making the case that this is a policy mistake, as the economy weakens and rate cuts are needed. Others are saying inflation is still running too hot, especially when you strip out the one-time effects like the carbon tax removal, as we've cited in previous real estate updates. The Bank of Canada's primary monetary policy objective is price stability. And price stability is defined as keeping inflation at the 2% midpoint within the 1 to 3% range. So despite signs of economic slowdown, inflation still continues to be the focal point for decision makers. So what does all of this mean for the housing market? Well, if you're a buyer or a homeowner, this means a pause on borrowing costs for now. In one way, this could bring stability to the market with 2 consecutive rate holds. In another way, it could keep buyers on the sidelines waiting for future rate cuts, which are expected to come throughout 2025. As supply continues to grow in our markets with relatively lackluster demand, we may continue to see downward pressure on prices as inventory grows. All eyes will be on Bank of Canada in their July 30th meeting, as most economists still have 2 further rate cuts priced in for the remainder of 2025. We'll continue to keep a close eye on the economic data and how it impacts Bank of Canada's 4 remaining rate announcements between now and the end of 2025, and of course, the housing market. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next week.